a click fix alternative. Like I'll add this link in the chat. Let's see. Add this in the chat. Bro, I'm in different country, dude. For me, the time right now is 6:48 p.m., not early morning. So don't worry, I'm good. Cool, cool. Yeah. So file fix, a click fix alternative, presenting an alternative method to the click fix attack or the that contains a modules related to click fix attack, which prompted more to deep dive into the social engineering technique if you happen. So, and also, by the way, Mr. Talks is kind of cool, crazy guy. Like I've covered like a lot of his tools and his techniques in the past, like browser in the browser attack and some other tools which are like crazy. This guy does like wonderful job. I should go and give him a follow. I'll leave the link for everything in the description, so go and check that out. I don't want this, thank you. Uh, if you have been living under the rock for the past year, clickfix is a social engineering attack that prompts users to unknowingly execute malicious code, usually with oh nice, that makes sense. Clickfix just opens Windows R and runs some command. Crazy, crazy. The simplicity of this technique makes it funny, yet it's been effective. I had written a blog post in mid 2022 about social engineering. I think he's talking about me. I don't know about this attack, honestly. I know there are a lot of social engineering attacks, but I stopped giving like more research on social engineering after getting into like pure offensive security. Uh, like internal pen testing is most of my strength license, so I'm focusing more on that. Uh, with that said, my primary issue with the current clickfix is that they heavily rely on the run dialog, and I want to find an alternative method that can be just effective. Therefore, in this blog, I'll present an interesting method. Okay, file upload functionality. It is safe to assume that everyone reading this blog has previously uploaded a file to a website. Creating an upload file button simply requires input HTML. Yeah, type attribute. Yeah, this is a basic HTML tag. That's cool. Uh, Clicking the choose file button, a file explorer button pops up. Again, nothing special so far. But at this point, I remembered that the file explorer address can be used to execute OS commands. Yeah, that's there. I think there was some privilege escalation thing where you can, literally run a command in this thing. I think I don't remember that exact thing, but you can literally run a command as admin there in the search panel, and yeah, I wrongly assumed that this would be a block by the browser, and it wasn't. Crazy. Looking at the Chrome process tree, we can see that the CMD was spawned by one of the Chrome's many processes. File fix attack. Since we know that if it's possible to execute commands via File Explorer address bar through the browser's file upload functionality, we need pretext to get the users to paste our commands there. Given that the file explorer is commonly associated with accessing files, our phishing page can claim. Okay, it's again we are trying to make him run this kind of particular. I mean, any particular kind of command in the search bar. I think that's where the main uh this social engineering is. Upload functionality copies the PowerShell command to the clipboard. Conveniently enough, the address bar can be auto highlighted. So, well, okay. I'm gonna try this HTML tag. Let me copy this. Oh, I think that's the path that it's loading. I think I'm not sure, but let me give a check. Control C. Oh, now I got it. I got it. Let me show you guys this. Uh, okay. Control B. I think you guys can find it from this blog that I shared. But yeah, what should we call it? File fix dot html is already there, so it should be good. Oh, threats found. Crazy. What threat is that? Yeah, it found a one. Dude, I think Windows Defender is doing a good job here. Let me show you what happened. So I tried to run that HTML. It's actually doing a normal job. It's trying to give you this give you this file and then paste the command. So it's like this. Copy the path below and open the file explorer and run this command. And then if you do that, it just loads the command into this particular search bar, and then you are cooked. Just looks like it looks like if you copy on that, right, it just goes to somewhere around. And I just want to show you. Yeah, let's do this in a VM where it won't be get caught. But yeah, I'm pretty surprised though. Windows actually caught like a very recent one. It's like a social engineering attack though, but it's pretty crazy in my opinion. uh that's crazy. Windows actually caught that. So if you copy this, right, there is a PowerShell command as well after like a long space, and then that is what it is getting executed. So yeah, let's do that. And then once you can execute a command, you can do a lot of crazy things like uh you can do anything, right? You can upload a reverse shell, do any crazy things. I want to try this honestly. And I mean, we're just demystifying this thing. I'm not doing nothing crazy here, and it's actually a cool tool, cool technique in my opinion. Like it looks like a normal path, but there is so much behind that thing. Yeah, let's see. uh Pretty surprising though that Windows is able to catch this thing, and it deleted that too. So yeah, that's a good job, Windows. Crazy. I think it's on me, but that my system is very slow. Like that, I forgot to charge this. I think it died completely, and now it is charging from scratch while me streaming, which is also going to take some load on CPU and then a VM, and then it is going to take more load. So, I'm making my PC sweat. I mean, my laptop sweat. So, yep, let's do this. We could. We are crazy though. We're running on crazy. I think cool. It's okay. Just for some time, and then I want to make the windows do the trick. Let me open the same blog here. These videos are not going to be perfect, guys, because there is no editing involved. So I'm just doing right away whatever I can. Yep. Uh, the reason why I'm doing this is like at this point, Windows may be also blocking my clipboard, which I'm sure that happens most of the time. So I just don't want to risk that. So I'm just doing again freely here on this thing. And my God, why is it so slow? Hmm. .html, perfect. I think I opened two. All right. Sorry. Okay. Now if you copy this and if we open a new tab again, I think it'll open a new one. you can see this as well as this. So I think only this will be the visible. Let me copy the same thing in my uh, see. You can see that it actually pretty smartly, shows what's coming up here. Like it is trying to cover up the PowerShell command, and then it's they're using a simple hash where they're just showing some document. It's like simple kind of what do you say, a social engineering. That's pretty cool. Uh, yeah, I kind of like this attack. Yeah, and let's read more of this blog. I missed a lot of key points there. Yeah, file fix variant, yeah, and then it just does the ping. For doing further testing, I also realized that another interesting behavior exhibited by the file explorer execution method. Okay, through the file explorer, just damn, bro. If you can execute, if you this is the, I mean, this is already there. I know this thing for a while. Hmm. The periodic, I think I did some kind of, I think I did a similar kind of box in on Hack the Box or Try Hack Me, where I had to, I think now I got it. So there was an application, a paint, which on a compromised Windows machine, which is running with administrator privileges. I just had to load the, paint. You can open a file, right? When you open the file explorer is also running as an administrator, because your what do you say, your paint is already an administrator. And then in the same file search location, which this attack is actually currently going on, it actually, I'll be running some cmd.exe. I mean, looking for cmd.exe in system32, and then I get a system, I mean, command prompt as administrator. I don't remember the box exactly, but I did solve this box in the past, a similar kind of box, where I was able to execute an executable in the address bar and get privilege escalation. So I think later part, right? I think what we can do is, like, with the PowerShell, if you are able to run a PowerShell, you can do a lot of things. You can simply go and look for a PowerShell revert shell, and then you simply get the task. Like, and also here, since you can also run an executable, you can share an executable. I mean, the revert shell, something kind of thing, and then make the same thing run over the same way, and then it works. Let me see the command here again. User profile payload.exe. Yeah, I think it is downloading from this location. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. It downloads and then it just runs it. This is actually a really cool block, a really cool social engineering technique, in my opinion. Yeah, I kind of like this. It's kind of, I mean, social engineering is always about being deceptive. Like, it's very simple though. What you run in the background is like try to get access, but the ways and techniques how you get that access is what something that I really admire. Like, this is something you don't see in like general days. Like, you simply copy and just paste it somewhere, and then something like this happens, you're cooked. So I don't know, if I can't verify this honestly on this machine. I mean, let me try this once again if this actually is fixed. So this is what I pasted, and I think no, it's not fixed. So just be careful, guys. It's not fixed. So just be careful. And yeah, that's kind of crazy. Let me go back. Let me see if you guys have any questions. It's actually cool, in my opinion. This social engineering